Hello and welcome to The Game Plan. I'm Paul Jodka, joined today by former premiership winning halfback Chad Townsend to look ahead to 2026 and specifically to teams going to Las Vegas. Welcome, Chad.
Thanks for having us, Paul. Really excited. Big games in Vegas, and I'm really excited to get into today some of the key players for these Vegas games.
It's going to be awesome, and so is turning to the Newcastle Knights because they've got a new coach that you had a bit to do with last year at the Roosters, and the question is on everybody's lips, how do you unlock the brilliant Kalyn Ponga? He's been a bit quiet compared to normal, right, the last year or two. So what can the new coach do?
Well, I think this is the biggest challenge for the Knights. Obviously, Justin Holbrook, the new coach, Kalyn Ponga. We know the level that Kalyn Ponga can get to. Obviously, got such high standards. Let's have a look at some of the key things that make Kalyn Ponga Kalyn Ponga. Now, let's start off with this first clip, the kick return. First and foremost, you see this line here from the South Sydney Rabbitohs. Now, one of the key moments here as well is the Newcastle's ability to get back behind the ball and turn defence straight into attack. Obviously, Kalyn Ponga is just a lethal threat. He identifies this. He uses his goosey. We see the goosey from Kalyn Ponga quite often. Skips on the outside man. You've got him. You've got Kalyn Ponga versus Kalyn. We're tugging edge back roll. One-on-one, I'm taking Ponga every day of the week. He gets on the outside of Keon here. Creates a 3-on-2, 1, 2, 3 versus the 1, 2 defenders there for South Sydney. Throws the ball to Bradman Best, who does an incredible job getting back behind the ball. Passes back on the inside to Ponga, who's back up in support. He gives it back to Best, and then the Knights go coast to coast and they score straight away. Let's hope we see more of that in Las Vegas. Let's move to the next clip. The Newcastle Knights, again, the keys to unlocking Ponga is to get him in situations where he can thrive. This clip here, if we pause here, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attackers for the Newcastle Knights versus the 1, 2, 3, 4 defenders for the Dolphins. Now let's play on, let's have a look, let's slow it down a little bit. Again, Gagai runs his line opposite centre Avarillo. Get Ponga out the back in that 2-on-1 situation. And then he just executes the 2-on-1 pass to Schiller. Now let's move on to the next aspect of Kalyn Ponga's game is his kicking game. And he provides that left foot kick on the left side of the field. Let's have a look down here. He's got a narrow short side here for Kalyn Ponga, and he puts up a kick down the left corridor. This was to win the game, mind you, Paul. He doesn't only put the kick in, he trails along on the inside as well. He keeps the legs ticking over. He doesn't rest. He wants to get in the game, gets himself in the picture, as we like to call it, reaches down, that one-hand grab. Kalyn Ponga brings it round next to the post and wins it for the Newcastle Knights. Now, a next big thing that the Newcastle Knights will need to decide on is their spine. And obviously the new addition of Dylan Brown, the 10-year, $15 million man, whatever it is, the huge contract here for Dylan Brown. And look, he joins the Knights, and we want to see more of this. Yeah. His pack champs form was absolutely outstanding. The try assist, the running game was a real key feature for Dylan Brown over the course of the pack champs when he represented New Zealand. And as we play here, we're just going to pause it right here. Really like this shape. You've got Kieran Foran, who's got his hands on the ball. He's got inside support, he's got outside support, and then we've got Dylan Brown, the key man, out the back. Now, as we just play on slowly, Kieran Foran goes nice and square, nice and straight into the line. Xavier Willison runs this really nice line here, really nice, which sits the defensive line. That allows then Dylan Brown to get out the back, and we can see this space here. The line has been opened up because of how square Kieran Foran played. And this is where Dylan Brown really excels. It's his running game that does the threat. He sees the space, he takes it on, he runs through that gap, he challenges it, then he post-line supports to Isaiah Papali'i, who brings it round and scores a tremendous try. The next aspect of Dylan Brown's game is just his awareness. He competes on everything Dylan Brown. As we pause here, we'll go back, you see Fisher Harris, he goes into the defensive line. Dylan Brown doesn't just rest, he keeps his eyes on the play. His awareness is outstanding. He's always in the picture. His first thought, Paul, is to run the ball. And that's what we want to see from Dylan Brown in Las Vegas and for the Knights in 2026. You can see around here we've got scattered defensive line. Not in a line, not square. Dylan Brown sees this. He takes on with the right foot, again, skims across, gets over, creates the extra man, and then delivers another try for Casey McLean. Let's move on to, again, Dylan Brown. He sees the opportunity here down the short side. We've got 2 defenders in the picture for Tonga at the moment against the 4 attackers for the Kiwis down the short side. So a severe overlap. The first thing Dylan Brown does is he gets the ball and he accelerates nice and straight. Have a look at this. Accelerates straight, gives early ball to his back rower, Isaiah Papali'i. That's what we want, these big dynamic ball runners on the edge. Gives him early ball to do some damage. Papali'i breaks through the line, offloads, and then Dylan Brown supports up through the middle. Let's have a look at that again. Keep your eyes on Dylan Brown. He's here, he's passed, and he's pushed. Pass and push. Every good ball player, if you pass the ball, push up the field in support just in case. Dylan Brown does this all the time. Have a look again. He's here. He's onside. McLean sums it up. Tonga nearly get a hand on it, but Dylan Brown, he's in the picture and he's able to score. Now, the next question that Justin Holbrook has is who's going to partner Dylan Brown in the halves? And what jersey number will they wear, Paul? I'm excited to see, but this is a contender for that halves position. We've seen Fletcher Sharp do a job at fullback. We've seen him do a job on the wing, but we did see him do a really good job in the halves as well for the Newcastle Knights. This position here, you see Fletcher Sharp, he's out the back of shape. We've got Ponga out here as well. We've got Bradman Best right out here as well. They're some of their key attacking weapons for the Knights as we play on. Fletcher Sharp gets his running game, gets the ball to Ponga, early ball to Bradman Best. Back to Fletcher Sharp. The thing I love about Fletcher Sharp is his support play. I spoke about passing and push. Fletcher Sharp's got that in spades, so I'm really excited to see what he can offer in Vegas and for the Knights in 2026. Let's move on to this next one. Again, the Knights have shape out to their right. The Knights have a lot of improvement with their attack. They were the worst attacking team in the competition in 2025. Fletcher Sharp, he's got lightning speed. I spoke about that pass and push. The support play is outstanding from Fletcher Sharp. Look at the speed. Look at the determination. Another try from Fletcher Sharp. This one here from Fletcher Sharp was just grit, determination. This was probably one of his better games, I thought, over the course of the 2025 season, where he took on a lot of responsibility in this game. But have a look at this from Fletcher Sharp. Only a small body, Fletcher Sharp. He swings around the short side. You'll see him here. He calls for the ball. We've got defence here. We've got 1, 2, 3 defenders against 1, 2, 3, 4 attackers for the Newcastle Knights. As well, we've got a big man, front rower, coming around on the short side, which fast guys like Fletcher Sharp, when they see those people in front of them, they absolutely love. Fletcher Sharp's taken advantage of this as we press play. He comes around the short side. We'll slow it up. He demands the ball. Have a look at this. Boom. There you go. Inside Fletcher Sharp. Have a look at this determination. Look. Carries this. He's just beaten 2 defenders. He's got 2 trying to stop him over the line. Fletcher Sharp. I mean, Paul, I wouldn't say too big, too strong, but I'd say too determined, too strong, gets the ball down. So, look, Justin Holbrook has many opportunities to come up with a spine over the course of his pre-season. We've got Sandon Smith as well for the Newcastle Knights, who's just signed there from the Sydney Roosters. So really interesting to see how that spine comes to fruition and which way Justin Holbrook goes. But either way, I think Knights fans can expect some improvement for their spine in 2026. Yeah, it's exciting times and Knights fans should be pleased with those signings and their new coach. Thanks, Chad. Thank you. That's it for this edition of the Game Plan Las Vegas. Make sure you go to NRL.com for all your official Vegas news.